If mistakes are necessary for learning, why do so many people react to them with avoidance? Why do some people grow through mistakes while others seem to run around making the same ones over and over and over? And why do so many educational institutions seem determined to punish the very process that allows learning to occur? Mistakes are a biological process that's connected to neuroscience. They are also social events. You see it everywhere. You know exactly what I'm talking about, but let me give you an example. You're at the zoo. Okay, stay with me. You're at the zoo in the penguin exhibit, and the penguin handler grabs the distorted microphone and yells into it, "Does anybody know how many fish an average penguin eats in one day?" And let's say there's 100 people in the room.
100 people can be in a room.
Half of the room is jumping and exclaiming numbers from 2 to 10,000. Do you think that half is the children? Or that half is the adults? And then it raises the question, why do children behave like that? And what the hell happened to us in the process of becoming people who avoided answering questions because they're afraid to look stupid? The environments that produce the most innovation, so scientific labs, artistic communities, startup cultures, all of these things share one common feature. They generate lots of mistakes. The difference is those mistakes are treated as data. A failed experiment in a chemistry lab is not a moral failing. It's information about how a system behaves. Iteration in these fields is normal because failure is simply a routine. It's where strange results need to be investigated instead of swept under the rug. We need mistakes to signal possibility rather than humiliation. Fundamentally, this means changing how we talk about failure itself. Because when the brain recognizes that something is wrong, it's also the same moment that the brain becomes capable of becoming right in a brand new way. If you only remember one thing from this episode, it should be this. Failure is one of learning's primary tools. Which raises the important question, if error feels like a social threat, and threat narrows cognition, and narrowed cognition reduces exploration, then how do we ever learn anything? And in this episode, we're going to attempt to unpack some of that tension. If mistakes are punished or shame-laden, our appetite for risk shrinks. And we stop experimenting, we stop learning, we stop creating things. But if mistakes are framed as exploration, iteration, and controlled, the brain learns something radical. Failure is not annihilation, failure is information. And failure is the door to recalibration. Failure is not annihilation, failure is information. And failure is the door to recalibration.
I'm a straight up rapstress.